LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James. How? How are we not in the playoffs? How? How? You know what? Let's just get into it. YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Sneaker Flexibility coming back at you with another episode of Ole-Head Sneaker Closet. Man, you probably haven't guessed it because of that wacky intro, but we are about to talk about the Nike SB Laker themed dunk. Bam! For your head top. Released in June of 2020. Yes, they're Laker themed. There is no Laker tagging or branding on said shoe. However, these were inspired by the Lakers. These were originally supposed to release in April, but some reason got pushed back to June. Your boy definitely did not cop off the Sneakers app. Sneakers app does not like me for some strange reason. I don't know. But retail, or I should say resale on these is not too crazy. Right now you can probably cop these, my size of 9.5, around $130, $140. That is not bad for an SB shoe, especially in the current climate when SBs are going crazy. So I know everybody's going crazy right now, screaming in the background, talking about, man, this is ridiculous. SBs ain't a basketball shoe. They supposed to be for skaters. You gotta save them for skaters, man. Why the skaters can't get the skate shoe? Y'all sitting there putting brand in the Nike and basketball and things all over. That's ridiculous. Pause. Let's be realistic here. SB started around back in 80s, 85, 83. I'm not sure the exact date. However, the original marketing for the SB shoe was to be a basketball shoe. Yes. My theory on that is around that time, skating was taking a dip. Skateboarding was not as popular during that era. Rollerblades came onto the scene. We're not going to get into the debate about that. Skate shops and even skate parks were shutting down. Around in the 2000s, they started making SB dunks specifically for skateboarders. The dunk looks something like this. Matter of fact, if you think I'm crazy, this shoe wasn't manufactured until 2014. So that tells you, like I said before, in the 2000s, I think skateboarding started going on the uptick and they started dropping shoes specifically for skaters. Skateboarders, and if you ask skaters my age and older, they were rocking Nikes, the Jordan 1. Not this shoe particularly, but this model. Jordan 1, because you can get them extremely cheap. I hate saying cheap because they weren't cheap, but inexpensive. So you didn't care that you tore your shoes up because skateboarding really does wear out the toe box area of the shoe, this corner here, and the side, and even your shoestrings used to get tore. I remember my shoestrings used to get ripped and you had to replace them all the time. So that was the reason why they weren't rocking a skateboard shoe. Vans, DCs were kicking out back then. Osiris's, whatever how you say those other weird names of the bulky shoe with the thicker toe box and the thicker side paneling, so that when you did ollie, the shoe lasted a little bit longer. What can I say about this shoe? I know this shoe has gotten a lot of flack because it is just a typical SB. Didn't get a lot of popularity. And this is really, it's not Laker branding, but that is the Laker stitching, almost similar. If you look on my tee here, very similar with the lettering and things of that nature. So it is a Laker theme. Maybe because the Lakers didn't make it to the Final Four. I don't even want to go there. I don't even want to talk about it. Maybe that's why I didn't get the notoriety. I have no idea. This shoe only comes with a pair of black laces, which is odd also, because why wouldn't you throw yellow, gold, black, and the white pair? I swapped mine out with this white pair, because if you're having as many shoes as I do, you have extra laces lying around. I think it looks better with the white laces. Kind of makes the shoe pop. The black laces kind of make the shoe a little dull, and I'm not trying to go for that dull look. But let's go back to sizing and fitting. Sizing true to size. One thing I need to point out too, for people who are struggling with the concept that this was originally a basketball shoe, I'm going to pull out some other Dunks that I have, and you can get an idea of what I'm talking about here. You get a better understanding of how these shoes are set up. We'll point out here the Nike SB. You can see that the leather is a little thinner on here around the toe box area. These are the newer SBs that have been created. And you can see the toe box is a little wider. This is a softer leather, which is everybody's going crazy about, saying, oh, it's that plush stuff. Unless you're a shoe cobbler, you really can't say about the leather quality. Yes, it feels different. It feels like a grit of leather, but you don't know because you didn't cobble the shoe. Another recent SB, soft leather. So you can see the similarities in that toe box. Now, this is an older SB. This is the Thai Temple. You can see this toe box is very similar to this, the narrower toe box. I would love to say that it's because of the thin leather, but this has a thick piece of suede on it, and that's not it either. My philosophy on this, or theory on this, is since this shoe is an SB that was basketball themed, and this is an older model shoe where these shoes were originally made for basketball, you don't want a lot of room in the toe box like this shoe produced. So out of the gate, wearing these shoes, they're comfortable. That leather is extremely soft, and true to size, can go a half size down. These, the narrow toe box, is a little tight, and you got to wear them to get that looser fit. But if I'm playing ball in these, I don't want all that loose room. If I'm skateboarding in these, yes, I want some breathable room, some flexibility in my toe area. I don't need my toes crammed as I'm skating, especially if I'm pushing and kicking, you know, those distances, or if I'm skating to a destination. This is just my theory on the shoe, but these are just some older model. This is an older model, so you can see the similarity to, you know, that to now. And just to get you want to see that toe box. Yeah. Hopefully I didn't bore you with this little trip down memory lane. Just to help clarify some things, the Thai Temples were developed in 2009. So again, I know everyone has a big fit about skaters, skateboarders, regular people that don't skate wearing SBs. I'll be realistic here. I don't skate in my SBs. I have one pair of SBs that I started skating in, and I only skated in those because I originally was skating in the Ice Cream BBC Pharrell, and they were so comfortable. I wore a hole on the whole side of the shoe and even put shoe glue on it, and it's done. So when they dropped the New York to Paris, I wanted that zoom technology that they put in the SBs right there. Because I'm older and I need that comfort, I started skating in those. I don't skate as much as I used to, so therefore my shoes aren't getting as worn out as they used to be. But I just wanted to give you a trip down, a little history with the SB and the Dunks. But this is worth the pickup. I also think this is worth the pickup because it's a perfect shoe for customizing. Hint, hint, Juwan Wilson. You got leather, you've got canvas in the toe box, and that's it. There's nothing else that's really popping about said shoe that we can talk about outside of the embroidering. And this is embroidered on the side, Nike right there. Again, Laker theme. If you're a Lakers fan or you like purple and yellow, I recommend picking up this shoe. It's comfortable. Like I said, a little narrow on the toe box. Not to compare it to this one, which right off the gate feels comfortable. And a lot of room with that really soft leather, but it's worth the pickup. Don't forget, get out there, be great. Go out there and be greater. It's your boy Sneaker Flexibility coming back at you with another episode of Ole-Head Sneaker Closet. Like, subscribe, and really quick, those of y'all, we're coming to the end of the week. Check out my previous video, contest at the end where we're giving away calendars, a couple tees, and I see people are following me. I see people will watch the video, but you have to like, subscribe, and comment on my last video, okay? My last video, not this one, my last video, to be entered in that contest. You got 5 opportunities to win a prize. So why not? Actually, no, 4. I'm sorry, 4 opportunities. 2 calendars, 2 tees. Why not do it? It doesn't cost you anything. Peace.